Please feel comfortable to join us for the waffle breakfast. We'll be here from 5:30 if you want to make us coffee. If not, we'll see you all at Grace on Monday night.
You wouldn't know it, but Jim and Julie have been coming in for days and make it look so simple. Jimmy, you are the most organized guy I have ever met. Julie, tell her that I said I think she is unbelievably amazing, and you guys make the most fantastic power, non-power couple.
Well, now that the competition's wrapped, we can really kind of see what the differences are. And I would say this year is just closer. I think the world of our chefs. It got tough at times for everybody. There was some emotion today, and they had different opinions on who had the best dish from every category. I'm excited to see who comes out on top.
It was nerve-wracking for the most part. Everything worked out fine. There were a few setbacks that boggled my mind a little, and I think what I gave to the judges was good.
It was kind of a rough day. It had some highs and some lows. Ended on a high, which was good, but it was a little bit overwhelming.
Overall, today was a bit up and down. I started off slow with my milkshake and had to get it to where I wanted to be, and I ended up being pretty happy with it. The mold was a big trouble, trying to make it what my idea was, but my signature was exactly how I wanted it.
I'm feeling okay. It went well. Obviously, things don't go always as planned, and so you just gotta go with the flow.
I feel like the kitchen was so much fuller this time around. The space is incredibly tight.
The kitchen today, I think, was a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think dancing in the kitchen today is an elegant way to describe what happened. And I think sometimes in competitions you get a little spoiled in the amount of equipment and space that you get.
The mystery box element of the first season was really unique. None of us had ever touched anything like that before.
Watching the previous competitions, I think the first one would have been more difficult for me because there were more curveballs.
I felt accomplished today. I think if they were to assign a winner for the challenges, I would hope that I would win the signature plate dessert.
There wasn't a clear winner of all categories.
There's a lot of pressure and people crack. There's a possibility that I didn't win.
You're really competing against yourself.
I don't think I won today.
It's emotional. I hope I don't cry. Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
I think everybody has that competitor spirit.
Today was hard, in a great way, but it was hard. This competition has definitely pushed me.
You do it to get out of the comfort zone at this level.
At the end of the day, it's totally worth it. Pastry chefs are always trying to reach out and see what kind of new techniques are out there.
I just want to make good food. I want to make food that people appreciate and that they like and that they enjoy eating.
As chefs, we're all perfectionists. As long as we walk away every night with creating an experience for our guests, that's what we do. That's what gives us passion and drive.
I am Curtis Duffy, and welcome to Grace Restaurant. Grace Restaurant is a 64-seat restaurant nestled in West Loop area of downtown Chicago. The name Grace is something that we've always wanted to feel like we're giving back to the world of fine dining, which is gracefulness, thoughtfulness, elegance, refinement. That's really what the name for us stands for. So what I think the Chicago Restaurant Pastry Competition brings to Chicago is it allows international chefs to compete at any level. So what I think makes the Chicago Restaurant Pastry Competition different from a viewer's perspective is really the viewer gets to see a well-documented process of what a pastry chef goes through to create a dish within the restaurant. Finishing season 3 and being part of all 3 seasons has been an amazing experience for me because I've been able to see it from conceptualization to where we are now, and it's grown extensively over the 3 seasons. I think something that Jimmy instilled with everybody was, here's an opportunity to be creative and take those risks, and you have this outlet to do that. That's huge, you know, that's absolutely right, because it's elevating everything that we do in the food and wine world. It's so needed is what it is.
First of all, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here. We all wouldn't be here if it weren't for the talents of pastry chefs who day in, day out put their best forth and really produce a gift to each and every one who comes and eats. Without much further ado, Jimmy, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
So I'd like to have the pastry chefs from season 3 of the Chicago Restaurant Pastry Competition come up and stand up here at the front for a moment. First of all, Chef Meg Gallus, Sean Pera, Michaela Happick, our first international contestant, and Jim Hutchison. We really reached out and thought we would bring in some judges who are working in other places than Chicago. We have Chef Antonio Bacor from the St. Regis Bal Harbor in Miami. One of my favorite chefs for a long time is Will Goldfarb. He's working currently in Bali. And Will generously supported the competition as a brand of distinction sponsor with Will Powder. Thank you very much, Will. And then Curtis Duffy, as I mentioned before, a great supporter of the pastry scene, an amazing chef in his own right. Thank you. We have a level called premium brands, and these are brands that make great ingredients. If you see at the back, we have Farmer Lee Jones from Chef Garden. Thank you very much. A huge supporter of Chicago and this competition for years. We also have Culinary Classics that supplied me with apparel. Thank you very much, another Chicago business. We have Rod from Rare Tea Cellars, a huge supporter of everyone in Chicago. And we also have Brands of Distinction, which really put forth an effort that is unbelievable to support, or we really wouldn't be able to make a movie. Right now, I'd like to have each of them come up and say 1 or 2 words about their company so you can understand the array of businesses that contribute.
We are the unlikeliest of sponsors. Why are we here? Because our clients are the farmers and dairies and co-ops.
Interfood is a national importer of pastry products only. We have about 6 lines that we bring in. You're familiar with some of them. And to see what has happened here over the last 3 years has been amazing.
Steelite, most of you are familiar, we're a manufacturer of glassware, flatware, and silverware. So it's obvious for many reasons why we're always very excited to be part of this event every year.
Wholesome Sweeteners, we're all about making the world a sweeter place. We provide nature's best sugars, honeys, and agaves. And really, we're so proud to work with these distinguished chefs.
So should we talk some more, or should we figure out who won the competition? One of our supporters for the 2nd year is Pre-Gel America. Jill, will you come up and announce the sportsmanship winner?
I am with Pre-Gel America. We're an Italian ingredient manufacturer. We believe in education. We believe in challenging all of our clients and pastry chefs, and it's a pleasure to be a part of this competition. I have the pleasure of announcing the Sportsman Award, and that award goes to
Michaela Happick, ladies and gentlemen. Another supporter for 3 years at the brand of distinction level is Wearing Commercial.
This is an absolute pleasure for us to be a part of. It's been fantastic over the last 3 years. It's just the quality of contestant has increased. So I have the pleasure of announcing 3rd place. 3rd place goes to Sean Pera. Congratulations, Sean.
Sean was an amazing competitor, showing some of the most technical work we've seen in the competition to date. So let me tell you how the competition went yesterday a little bit. The various challenges went through in the morning. We started with the milkshakes, and we could see pretty clearly by the 2nd challenge that very different chefs were excelling in the point spread, which made it a very, very close competition. And it put all the pressure on the signature dessert. So the signature dessert is the one challenge where the chefs get to bring any ingredient they want, cook the way they want to cook, and do something like they would in their restaurants and put their heart on the plate. So this became down to the deciding factor of who the winner would be. And we always say, oh, it was very close, and there's 4 competitors. It usually is close. They're all at a very high level, but it was difficult to deliberate. To announce the 2nd place and 1st place winners, we have Nielsen Massey. Beth, will you come up here? And also Karen Lopes from Dazan.
And isn't this amazing that we're all here and we're eating incredible food? And I hope that all of you are paying attention to what is going on, and we are changing the world of food. All of us, I hope.
The chocolate that we've been able to have the privilege of presenting to this group of incredible chefs is a sustainable product. It's responsible cocoa, and it comes from Belgium. We offer the highest quality ingredients, our beans, our production, your chocolate.
Prepared a little something for you guys. Now, this is the envelope that contains the names of the winner. So we talked about how close it was. At one point, we felt that the competition was too close to call, which has never really happened before. So that made the work very hard for our judges. I'm sure that you found that to be interesting. Across the board, everyone had moments that shined. The overall design and look and how they dealt with the challenges was beautiful. And the taste of the ingredients that they brought and also the sponsored ingredients they used really came through. And that was kind of the goal, to service the ingredients and make people happy when they get to eat it. So we're gonna announce the winners. For the first time ever for the Chicago Restaurant Pastry Competition, we'd like to announce that we have a tie for first place with a point spread of less than 1 point, 0.5. Meg Gallus from the Park Hyatt, Jim Hutchison. What a round of applause. They sweated it out. I think this is a huge surprise for everyone, but not for us. They got to sample the food. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
At the end of the day, I'm really happy that I did this competition because I was really able to showcase my work and how I like to present my pastries and flavor and textures. And it was, I think, a big success. I'm really proud of myself.
You do it because it's uncomfortable. You don't do it for the accolades, you don't do it for the recognition. Sure, those things are nice, but you do it to get out of the comfort zone.
The point of this competition, above all, is to send a message. You know, the mission is to spread the word of the highest quality pastry. The future of pastry is what the chefs in Chicago make it. The future of pastry in general in the United States is how the industry chooses to support it and how the guest chooses to spend their money wisely on what is quality and what they are interested in. I would encourage chefs out there, apply to the Chicago Restaurant Pastry Competition. Tell your story and make that a part of your career as a stepping stone to bigger and better things.